Hello and welcome once again to Akosia's blog. If you're new here, kindly subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell when you're done. Today we are going to prepare cow feet stew or Kotodwe stew as it's popularly called in Ghana. This, like many other Ghanaian soups, are very easy and simple to make, and it's also so delicious to eat with your rice or yam. Now today I will take you through the process to make this delicious and simple recipe. I hope you enjoy it as I do, and then also invite your friends and family to share this amazing recipe with. Now let's start. First of all, I have my washed cow feet, my ginger, my onion, garlic, Habanero pepper, bell pepper, sardine. I have some bay leaves with rosemary, which is dry. I have star anise seed, my cloves, and then my basil leaves with my Nketenkete. I also have homemade spices, my nutmeg powder, black pepper powder, vegetable oil, salt to taste, my tomato paste. So in a bowl or in my saucepan, I'm going to start cooking my washed cow feet. This one I soaked in water for about 12 hours. This is the soft type. So if you're using the hard one in Ghana, make sure you soak it for 24 hours or you cook it overnight and then you continue cooking it till the water dries up in the morning or the next morning. Here I'm adding enough water to cook it, and then I'll add salt to taste. This one you adjust to your preference. After, I'm going to cover it and allow it to cook. Now for the seasoning of the meat, I have these spices, my cloves, star anise seed. I also have ginger, garlic, and then my onion. I'm adding my basil leaves and Nketenkete to it, and then I will blend it all together till it's smooth by adding just a little water to it. Now let's check on the meat. The water has dried, it's almost cooked, so it's time to season it with my blended onion, garlic, ginger, my star anise seed, my Nketenkete, cloves or pepper. I'm also adding my homemade spices to it. This I'm going to give it a quick stir and allow it to simmer till the water evaporates or till I'm satisfied with the result. This will roughly take 10 to 15 additional minutes. Cover it when you're done. So after the additional minutes, the cow feet or Kotodwe is tender, so it's ready. And then I will take it out of the fire and continue with the stew preparation. So in another saucepan, I'm going to heat oil and then start frying my Kotodwe. Frying the cow feet gives it another flavor to another level, and it makes your stew so nice. You can decide not to fry it at this stage and then add it right away after you're done with the stew, or you can use my method and trust me, you would love it. So when it's golden brown, I will take it out of the fire and then make sure to fry the remaining ones before starting my stew. Take the cow feet or Kotodwe out when it's done frying into a strainer, and then you continue with the stew preparation. We are not going to throw the oil away or pour it out when you are done. We are using the same oil, so I'm going to slice some onions into it. After, I will add the blended garlic, onion, ginger, and then the natural spices into it. And then make sure to stir it till it's translucent in color before moving on to the next stage. So pese wabomu ye dadi bia no fagene bebre ya abomu no wodi ya abomu na emane frem kama ese tu ema abomu no so dɔɔso nti de bia no se wo ya abomu a kai na se wo mpe spices ya beba so yi bia fagene bebre ne fa ye wabomu. Cover it when you're done and then be stirring it intermittently also. After 5 minutes, this is how it looks like. It's almost translucent in color, so we are good to go. After, I'm going to add my blended pepper with onion again and my fresh tomatoes. I'm going to give it a quick stir and allow it to simmer on medium heat for an additional 5 minutes or till you see that the water has been separated or has been evaporated from the oil. This takes roughly 5 to 7 minutes, and then we all can see it's done. So I'm going to stir it one more time. Now with stews, you need to be stirring it once in a while so that it doesn't stick to the base. So I'm adding my tomato paste at this stage, and then I'll continue stirring it. After I'm adding the stock from my Kotodwe, and then I will mix it all. When the stew is too thick, after mixing it with the stock from the cow feet or Kotodwe, you can unthicken it by adding extra water to it, and then you continue with the stirring process. At this stage, the stew can splatter on you and cause serious burns in the kitchen, which we want to avoid. So you just lower your heat when you're about to stir, and then you increase it after you are done, and that way you won't have any problems. If you are using a non-stick, you can cover it and come and check it after the minutes that I told you. If you are using stainless steel, make sure to be stirring it intermittently also, so that it doesn't stick to the base of it, which would make it better when it goes that way. To cover it up and allow it to simmer on medium heat for an additional 15 minutes. Make sure to be stirring it intermittently. So this is how it looks like. I lowered my heat before stirring it, and then it's time to add my protein. So I have some tuna flakes, I have some sardines. You can mash it before putting it right in. I have my curry powder, nutmeg powder. I also have my bay leaves. I have my Nketenkete, and then my rosemary again. I also have my homemade spices. I have my crushed black pepper, and then I'm going to mix all together. Now, whilst mixing, I will be crushing the sardines into the stew as well. And also, don't mind the rosemary in the stew, because when you are done with it, it will all melt or it will disappear from the surface of it. Adding the rosemary and then the bay leaves makes it more aromatic and more nice. Like I told you, I don't like artificial spices in my food because of the sodium monochloride in it. So you can use just a little in yours to taste if you like. Cover it and allow it to simmer for an additional 10 minutes while stirring it intermittently. Now it's almost done, so I'm going to add my chopped bell peppers. I prefer the green one, but you can use any of the additional bell peppers that we have for aroma. You can also add any vegetable of your choice, or carrots, radishes, and any vegetable of your choice. Yes, after I'm going to give it a quick stir. You can even chop some fresh onions into it at this stage, and you are good to go. So after 5 minutes, I'm going to add my fried Kotodwe, and our stew is almost ready. I'm going to stir it and allow it to soak some of the juices for an additional 7 to 10 minutes, and we are good to go. Is this not simple and easy to make? Now let me know in the comment section how yours went when you prepared it too. Our stew is almost done at this stage, and you realize that I haven't added any extra salt to it, and that is because of the stock and the spices I added to it. So I'm going to give it a quick stir now, and then taste for salt. If it's not okay, I'm going to adjust it accordingly, but then it's okay for me. So if you're using this particular recipe, you taste for salt at this stage, allow it to continue simmering for about 2 minutes, and then it's ready to be eaten. Now, I prefer to eat mine with rice, so I served it with some spaghetti and then some cooked beans, whilst adding my Kotodwe stew to it, and then some avocado pear. Trust me, you would love this recipe, and then it will be a party pleasing to all your friends whom you would invite over. Thank you, lovely people, for watching my video. If you like it, kindly subscribe for more videos. Till we see each other next time, is bye bye.